Hello, this is Aura from A Twin Flame Journey, and this is a podcast on twin flames. For more videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to The Spiritual Twin. So, I've pulled my notebook out for this video, and I was really picking up that there are a couple twin flames out there, and I instantly just started picking up this song, and it's a really old song, and I'm pretty sure that the song kind of goes like this. And forgive me if my voice cracks for these messages, but just hold on loosely, but don't let go. Oh. And I think that song is by, I want to say that song is by 38 Special, but I'm not really sure. But what I'm hearing with this message is that someone is a singer, maybe even at one point was in a band, and I'm also hearing that they play the guitar really well. Maybe even a musician. It's almost like they could play bass, they could play drums, they could play whatever they want. And someone, it's kind of like they are seen as from their twin flame as like out of their reach. There's just no way. And they also kind of visualize them as like a flirt and stuff like that. But I'm hearing that these two twin flames met by accident, and it was kind of really random, like at a concert. And I'm also like, I'm seeing a bunch of people all together. It's crowded, dark. And this singer pretty much looks right dead in the eye at their twin flame in the crowd. And it was just totally random. I don't want to say that this band is like super famous, but definitely a little bit well known in the town, county. And I almost want to say that one of you was studying something at the time, or in college, in school, and the concert was very random. It was a random meetup. Somebody randomly invited them to some type of small concert. And it's very interesting because this concert, it was a memorable moment. Especially, I'm seeing the two locking eyes with one another, literally locking eyes with one another. And it was a moment that the two of you will or have recalled many times when you have spoken to one another. And I'm shuffling my cards right now. I'm shuffling my animal tarot deck right now. And one of the first cards that came out is the Fool in reverse. So I kind of feel like the two of you came together, but it's almost like one of you was just incapable of taking a leap, just too afraid. And I do want to say it is more associated with possibly the twin flame that was in the crowd and studying and learning some new things, going to school. I want to say that they were studying to either be a lawyer, an attorney, maybe in the medical field possibly, but it's something very challenging. And it also, I feel like, has to do with generations. Like, it's a generational thing to be part of. My family did it. My father did it. My mother did it. Something along those lines. So, and it's really interesting too. Underneath the deck, I have the Page of Swords. So I really feel as if they were watching their family, or their family was watching them very closely, making sure that they're on track, making sure that they won't let them down. They won't, they won't not follow into their footsteps. And this twin flame took the challenge, but was also afraid of making changes, going outside of the box, not really kind of embracing themselves the way that they should. So that's why we kind of have the Fool here. What else do we have? Let's see what else comes out. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So I almost want to say that the divine had gifted them something, or is about to gift these two twin flames. There's so much history between the two of them, and like somebody's a rock star, someone is a rock star, someone is really into music, a gift is about to be given here after so much turmoil and so much fear. And also underneath the deck we have the Five of Pentacles, but so much fear, and I don't want to say resentment, but sort of feeling as if you don't belong anywhere, and wherever you go you've been turned away. But you also have the Ace of Pentacles is up here in the upright position. So I feel like the divine is gifting an opportunity for these two twin flames. We also have the Knight of Swords in the upright position. So this is going to be coming in very fast, very quickly underneath the deck. 10 of Cups. Very fast, very rapid movement as well, very rapid energy between these two twin flames. But I just have this initial meeting still in my mind right now, because it's almost like they met and were together very briefly, maybe I want to say like a month or two, and somebody either went with the career, they went in a different direction with their career, they were pulled apart from them, and this other twin flame just continued to study, continued to hit the books, continued to pursue their family generations of either being a doctor, a lawyer. But it was something that they thought was very precious to them. So I do feel like a lot of that education has paid off, but not really, because there's this energy of this other twin flame almost hitting like a dead end road, like a dead end stop, and I'm seeing like a car hit their brakes and there's smoke everywhere from the tires. So they either were continuously running in this connection, constantly running in this connection, but then you have this other energy here that this other twin flame, a rock star. They both are rock stars, but very emotionally inclined and very gifted and bright as well, incredibly smart. And they've had a hard time in that aspect. I want to say almost their whole entire life. But the Knight of Swords here, it's almost like they rushed out, sort of. They rushed out and they kind of left the connection because they felt incredibly rejected. I did see, yes, I saw the Five of Pentacles here, and it's here again. So What else do we have here? Three of Wands. Now it's almost like these two I feel like they haven't spoken for quite some time. Like there's no communication between these two. But they're both kind of reflecting back on their past now. I feel like this maybe had happened in the 80s or maybe early 90s or something like that. But it's like the two of them are sort of reflecting back on, I could have or should have taken some type of action. Maybe. Three of Wands reflecting on the past. Like this is an animal tarot deck, but there's this squirrel kind of looking and seeing something coming towards them. So it's almost like these two are kind of trying to be or feel incredibly magnetically drawn to one another. Nine of Swords in the reverse underneath the deck here. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like the two of them are breaking free of some type of chain. The two of them were in some type of chain, some type of constant cycle. The World is in the reverse underneath the deck. So it's like a cycle is completing or has completed, but now a new cycle will be forming. But something isn't completely over here. But I see somebody with like hair. The singer could have had like really puffy, curly hair. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse just came out as well. So somebody wasn't really offering something, or it came across that way. That's what I feel like. The past energy is basically kind of stagnant, or it felt like it was standing still, but now I feel like somebody's doing a turnaround, taking a look at their past, or sort of looking back at everything. And we still have we have this Page of Swords here again, but underneath the deck we have the Hierophant. Underneath that is the Page of Swords, so being watched very closely. There's also the inability between the two of them to really sort of commit to time and energy and sort of embracing the unknown. And it's kind of like the two of you had separate lives. The two of you had separate things that you needed to do. I also am kind of hearing that one of you wanted to sort of rush in very quickly and do things like really fast. Well, we could do this or we could do that. We could just go get married. And then the other was like, no. I can't right now. I'm in school. I have this, I have that. And I do want to say also, I'm feeling like one of you either had a child in another relationship and that relationship also ended. But I feel like this also, I want to say that the two of you have been like separated for at least up to 10 years. We also have the Sun card coming out now. I'm also, I see this circle for this Sun card, and it's like something coming to a complete circle, coming back to one another, realizing where love truly had existed. Underneath the deck, the Six of Cups, interesting. Yeah, reflecting on the past, kind of, I feel like someone's also trying to maybe fit into some jeans that they once tried to wear at one point, or they used to fit in, and I feel like I feel like they're fitting. they're fitting. They're slowly buttoning. um, what else do we have here? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles in the upright position with the Tower. I feel like, you know, someone had this idea of what their life was going to look like. You know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and it kind of feels like it's come to a halt, but now it's time to stop. Now it's kind of time to stop sort of denying what I truly feel inside, and I need to work together. I need to come together. I feel like it's either somebody thinks that they're in a relationship with somebody or they're committed. I see a tower. The tower is underneath the deck now. So I feel like also at one point someone was really thrown off when the other saw them in a committed relationship. Maybe they had a child with somebody else. I feel like it threw the other one off. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it really threw the other one off, kind of. Maybe it softened them quite a bit as well. It really kind of hurt them. And now we have the King of Swords here in the upright position. Yeah. It's like they kind of pulled back their energy as well. They pulled it back in such a way that it really kind of hurt them in a lot of different ways. But now it's like this other energy here is like, I can't really deny how I feel anymore. And we have Temperance here. Temperance with the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands as well underneath that with the Three of Cups. Wow. It's very interesting how the Queen of Swords is reversed and the King of Swords is right here underneath the deck. So it's kind of like one of you really wasn't so much aligned. And I feel like also there have been like one or two times where the two of you have tried to sort of come back to one another, have tried to meet halfway or meet at a mutual location, but the other, it's like something happened. Something happened with them. They couldn't show up. Something really happened. So they didn't show up and the other one was like, I'm pulling away from this. I'm done. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. A seed is being planted here. And the Hermit. Three of Swords. Three of Swords underneath the deck. So I really feel like the two of you have really, you're really learning. You have learned a lot, especially as you have been separated for quite some time. I'm hearing at least up to almost 10 years now. But I feel like the other one of you is starting to like get really soft and kind of acknowledge how they felt this whole time. Pretty much okay. Someone is definitely starting to, or someone was in some serious hermit mode and went quiet. Nine of Wands and Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups, the Lovers, Four of Swords, and the Lovers underneath the deck. It's kind of like the two of you have to overcome this sadness, this depression, this... You have to... It's not that you have to see the physical reality of things or feel worried that you're never going to find love again. I feel like the aspect here is... we have the Page of Pentacles here, is kind of reaching and grabbing the Page of Pentacles, grabbing that pentacle that's going to show you or that's going to teach you something. Because I feel like all my cards just fell. I feel like that was the basis for this connection. Feeling sad for a period of time, but also you're gaining something from this. You're learning something from this. So, I kind of feel like one of you had to really learn what love was, because I'm seeing this Five of Cups here. And the other one of you, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I kind of feel like somebody kind of really acts out in a particular way. Like, really, I'm seeing someone who kind of like really responds in a particular way, and they react and they act out, and they just get really wild and upset. While the other one of you kind of had to, it's kind of like you had to learn what love was, or you kind of had to separate yourself from what others were kind of instilling in you of what love was. Okay, I want to see, here we go. Ten of Swords, endings. Some of you could be seeing 10-10 at this time if these messages resonate with you. We have the King of Wands and we have the Six of Pentacles. The Death card just came out. All of these cards are upright. So serious transformations happening. The Lovers are here again underneath the deck, along with Justice. So I do feel like the divine is getting involved right now in a particular way. I do see this circle once again, but I do feel like it's like someone is getting softer now, softer about who they are. Someone is also really, I'm also hearing the other one who is like in school, did a lot of college work, tried to kind of really jumpstart their career. It's like they're kind of embracing like, that's not really who I am. That's not really who I am. But a lot of time has passed. Like I'm hearing 10 years, possibly even 15 years. But if this really did happen in like the 80s, obviously it's longer than that. But I do see somebody with like really messy hair that was either in a band, a singer, could play multiple instruments at one time. I feel like someone is just getting softer when it comes to this connection, but I feel like someone's going to be playing somewhere again. When these two reunite again, someone's going to be playing at their concert or an anniversary concert. And then this other twin flame is going to come in, and it's like it's going to reignite things all over again. But it's not going to be like the last time or the very first time. See, Two of Cups just flew out. Two of Cups underneath the deck, Page of Cups. Yeah, so it's kind of like this reunion is going to be, it's going to be in such a way, it's going to be like when you first met one another, but it's going to be 10 times different. The two of you are going to be in different places in your lives, and it's going to be effortless. Like it's just neither one of you are going to be fighting it anymore. Neither one of you are going to be fighting trying for something, or and one of you rejecting one another. No, it's going to be very mutual, is what I'm hearing for this. So I am going to stop it there with those messages. I hope that this helped many of you out there. Until next time, I'm Aura, and this is The Spiritual Twin.